Greetings and salutations, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today is leg press day, which is fun. You know, it's better than hack squat day, I'll tell you that. Hack squats are, well, maybe hack squats aren't bad. Maybe I just felt bad that day. But, yeah, last hack squat day nearly killed me. That was rough. But today's leg press, and I don't know, if I'll go up in weight again on leg press or not. Body weight is down to 186 today. So I've made stage weight, and now we're just trying to get diced, lean cut, shredded. I was gonna go get a body fat test tomorrow, but I got work stuff, so now I don't have time, so I gotta call them and reschedule. I gotta remember to do that now that I think about it. Anyway, stopped at the dollar store, and I gotta tell you, man, underrated, okay? Now, on the one hand, nothing's $1 anymore. Everything's $1.25, and a lot of stuff is $2 or $3, so I guess it's turned more into like the $1 to $5 store, essentially. But I got a cool phone charger and this neat rainbow neon USB-C cord. It's USB-C on both ends, so it's got the fast charging capability, which is cool. That was $250. I got these sunglasses, which are polarized lenses, for another $1.25. And I picked up some like seasonings and stuff, like some lemon pepper seasoning, some garlic salt, and a couple pairs of socks. I like fun socks, so I got some Cheez-It socks. They got little Cheez-Its on them. You've probably seen like my Pringles socks or whatever, the Chips Ahoy. It's on my videos, and I get them from the dollar store. I just think they're cute. I dig them, and it's whatever. It's $1. Can't have enough socks, right? But yeah, I gotta sing the praises of the dollar store. Can't there's some deals there you can snake. Anyway, yesterday was my grandpa's 80th, part 2. So we went to his house and took some pictures. The rest of the family went out for dinner, and there's a combination of reasons that I didn't go. One of which is like I can't eat anything there, and they went to a Japanese place, and my fiance is unfortunately gluten-free. She's got a pretty severe allergy to it, so we didn't go. And also, this truck that I'm driving now was giving me some issues. Like halfway to the drive there, it started bogging down. It went into limp mode. I couldn't go past 55 miles an hour. I couldn't rev past like 2,300, 2,500 RPM. And I was like, dang. It felt like a misfire, right? Because I've had a misfire on this truck before, and ended up the coil pack was the spark plugs are bad for one thing, because they were like 120,000. They were the original spark plugs. So I replaced that, and then the coil pack had a hairline crack, which I didn't know. Like, it threw a code for the spark plugs, obviously, for a misfire, but it was misfiring with the coil pack, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I took the coil pack off and looked at it, and like from the outside, it looked fine. But I wiped some of the dust off, and there's just the tiniest hairline crack on it. And so I picked one up off eBay for a Mazda 3, which has the same motor as this, and slapped it on there, and it's been 60,000, or not 60, it's been like 30,000 miles since, and we're good to go. But anyway, it felt like that, and I'm like, dang, what's going on? Why am I in limp mode? And I get to his house, and I pop the hood, and I check it out, and I can't see anything wrong, and I'm like, dang, this is weird. And then I'm like, Oh, and my AC kicked off. Like, it was still blowing, but it wasn't very cold. It was like, it was colder than outside, but only just. And I'm like, man, this is weird. And so, anyway, when we were leaving, I'm like, you know what? Crazy idea. I unhooked the intake manifold, not the air box. I unhooked it from the filter and just revved the engine. It went like it was really loud, it revved really high and went bang, like a pop. And there was some sort of blockage in the air intake that was causing it to bog down and all this stuff. And then I slapped it back on and everything was fine. I can drive again. I'm not bogged down, out of limp mode, etc. And so there was just some sort of gunk or crap or water log or a leaf or something in the intake, and good to go now. So, in case you ever have that issue and it's not throwing a code, you can't figure it out, you're bogged down, maybe try clearing out your airbox or taking the air intake off and just revving the crap out of it. Maybe there's just a slog of something that needs to get through. Who knows? But that worked for me. A toolless repair, and then I'm good to go now. So, other note, the fan control module for the Beetle came in. It's an OEM part, and I got it for $60 instead of $300, which is what VW charges you. It's the same part, it just doesn't have the VW logo, but it's the same manufacturer as the OEM, made in Germany. So, that will probably work. I just have to put it on and test it out and crap. And if that doesn't fix it, man, I don't know what will, because I'm racking my brains trying to figure it out. But I'm assuming that will fix it. I'm assuming. And then I got an oil filter and a fuel filter and stuff because it's time. Well, when it's time in a few thousand, like 2,000 or 3,000 miles on the Beetle, I got to change the oil and the fuel filter. You need to change the fuel filter on a diesel, give or take, every 10,000. So like every 2 oil changes, more or less. Versus the fuel filter on gasoline motors, which you are supposed to change every 30,000 or so. This Ranger has never had it changed. The fuel filter is 20 years old and it's still cranking, so I don't even know if it's fueling the filter. They're filtering the fuel at this point, but hey, screw it. If it runs, it runs. Who am I to complain? But yeah, that's the car updates. I don't really have much other than that. I need to do the brakes and the rotors on this because this is front disc, rear drum, and the drums were serviced a few years ago and they have a lifetime warranty. So if they ever act up, I'll just take them to the same shop and they'll fix them up for me. But the front discs, they squeak. They've been squeaking for a long time. I know they need to be replaced, and I bet you the pads are so worn down that they probably grooved the rotors. And so I'm just going to get a rotor and pad kit. It's like $100 and do it. Because I don't even think that these rotors are turnable. I think they're probably too far gone. I mean, I can take them out, and the O'Reillys near me will turn rotors for free. But we'll see. I mean, I might bring them in there and be like, hey, can you turn these? And then if they say like, yeah or no, then I'll know what I need to buy. But brake jobs aren't expensive, and they're easy, and you should do your own brakes. Maybe not drums. Drums are cheap, and they work, and they're reliable, but they're kind of a bastard. They're not very fun to work on. They're kind of difficult. So, but if you have disc and pad brakes, dude, you should be doing your own brakes. There's no reason that you should be paying anyone to do it. You don't even need tools for the most part. You just need the right size socket or wrench to undo the bolts holding it on. Like a screwdriver to pop the caliper off or a pry bar, and sometimes you'll need a hammer to break the rotor free, and that's it. The rotor and disc, it's an interchangeable term there. Sometimes I get stuck on, especially living the Rust Belt like me, but just hammer it off and replace it yourself. And then to get the caliper back, you just use a C-clamp or like a C-clamp, or you can get a caliper tool from like Harbor Freight for like $9. So there's no excuse to not do your own brakes. There's also no excuse to not do your own oil unless you drive like a Cadillac or a new Ranger or like a Beamer or something, or a Mercedes that have really complicated oil change procedures. If you drive like a normal car, you should be changing your own oil too. You're going to save a lot of money, especially because everything these days runs full synthetic, and a shop is going to charge you $75 for oil when you can go to Walmart and get 5 quarts of full synthetic for $20. There's no excuse. Save yourself $50. Do it yourself. Not hard. You just need an oil filter wrench, and you can use like an adjustable wrench to get the train plug off usually. But I would use a box end or a socket, but you can do it if you need to. And go on YouTube. If you don't know how to do it, it's straightforward. Like on most cars, you can figure it out. But if you are not mechanically inclined, or you just don't know where to start, go on YouTube, type it in, I got a 2007 Honda Civic oil change. And I promise there's going to be, let's go, buddy. Come on. I promise there's going to be half a dozen videos, probably more, probably 100 videos on how to do it. So just do it. And, yeah, do it. You can get a turkey pan at Walmart, one of those aluminum ones, for $1, and you can use that as your oil catch pan. Simple as. Or a bucket, or whatever. You might need a jack, but you can get a jack at Walmart or Harbor Freight for $30, a little portable trolley jack, whatever. Or use the spare tire one, if you don't want to spend the money that came with your car, the spare tire one. Anyway, back to the task at hand. For breakfast today, I had some yogurt and a bagel, and that pretty much filled in my macros for that. And then for lunch, I had chicken breast and 2 packs of oatmeal. And so, and now I'm going to go lift. I got my 2 shakes, got my workout shake and my post-workout protein shake. And not very hungry at all, I tell you that. I don't get hungry until bedtime, so that's life. This week, I did my check-in yesterday on Saturday. My coach is pretty stoked about my progress. He's pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. He said, to quote, "I'm going to bring a very competitive package to the stage." And I don't think he was talking about that package, because we all know that's not very competitive. But anyway, no, I think I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I just need to chisel out the rest of the fat that I can. I'd like to get some more vein structure. I'd like to have more striations in my glutes. I'd like to have more striations in my delts, and I'd like to get just the deep etched 6-pack abs. I'm carrying around a 6-pack all day these days, which is cool. And I look good. I am sort of stage ready. If I dried out and got a tan, I could perform, but I'm not at my best. I'm going to get better, and I've got 5 weeks to do so. So, we're coming on to 4 weeks out. This is the 5th week, which means we are 4 weeks out. Whatever. Grammar, lexicon, syntax, you do the math. But, yeah, I'm feeling good about the way I look. Am I feeling good about the way I feel? Not bad. Today I feel pretty good. The mindset's decent. I don't feel overly tired, overly exhausted. I don't have the dread of, oh god, I gotta do legs and shit. and some nice words from coach. They actually do go a long way. Like it does inspire and instill a sense of confidence and goodness. Because he's been doing this for years and years and years, and he knows exactly what to look for. And so I trust his judgment and his opinion. Anyway, pulling in the gym now. Gonna not hit the curb, but I'm gonna smash our generic monster, hit some steps, and get my warm up in, and then I think it's sled pulls and crunches for the warm up today. I think I don't remember. It might be ab circuit. I think it is ab circuit. But anyway, I'm gonna do that, and then I will see you guys on the leg press machine. Leg press, 2 sets of 8. I'm moderately warmed up, so maybe this is a bad idea. But 2 sets of 8. I have 6:45 on the machine because my mental pride would not go up from last week when we did 6:40. The audio here might be a little backed up. I've got like 6 fans running here. It's loud as hell. It sounds like a airport runway. But anyway, 2 sets of 8. This is gonna hurt like a bastard. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't think it's gonna hurt as bad as the hack squat, but it don't be heavy. Alright. Feeling it right here today. Hopefully I still feel it there and not so much here. But we'll see. Here we go. So I didn't feel it down here for a little bit. But then I started tensing. Coming back up. Whew, I got the eye glitters like on the 3rd rep there. And I was like, screw it. But honestly it felt better than last week. Even though it's heavier, so go figure. Do another set of those. Ow. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Yep. Whew. Looking forward to getting some food in me after this. Probably gonna cook up some chicken tonight. I might eat it. I might not, but it's gonna be meal prepped for maybe 1 or 2 days. I don't know. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat about a pound of chicken every day. That's on the cut. So, but anyway, picked up some like fajita steak at the Walmart, and I'm gonna eat that. It'll be good. Myself a nice low carb tortilla or something. I'll probably just put it in a bowl with rice and eat it like that. I got this low calorie cilantro lime sauce I'll throw on there. Gonna be delicious. My legs are already on fire, so I guess let's just hammer the second set. Wow. Oh, uh, whew. RDLs. RDLs, 2 sets of 12. I put 230 on the bar here. Moving up, boys. So up to 230 instead of 225. 225 has been flying with a fair amount of consistency. I've been hoisting it pretty regularly. So, you know, gotta build those haunches, you know what I'm saying? I was smacking my thigh. For all you perverts out there. Anyway. Here we go. Besides my lower back exploding and the incredible head rush and dizziness I just got. That wasn't bad. Alright, let's go for round 2 here. Not bad. Alright, I can already tell you there's going to be some audio issues here. Fan is going, the radio's blasting, and we've got light extensions. 125 on the machine here. I don't know what you're thinking. But I'm thinking it's going to be pretty freaking heavy. So, anyway. I know it's going to hurt, I tell you that. But it's going to be a good pump, so easier when it's over, right, boys? Very much out. So I'm going to try some muscle. I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. And I'm really struggling with leg curls. My hammies are not like a weak point, so to speak, but I just don't have the like strength that I do in my quads. So what I'm gonna do actually here is fix the damn stack. Hopefully, there we go. What I'm gonna do is lower the weight and really try to squeeze and not give a damn about the number of reps, so to speak. Yes, I still want more, but I really want to have decent form on these and feel something out of it. So I've dropped to 100 pounds, which should be, easy as pie, or whatever they say. I think I screwed that one up, which should be easier. And we're just going to try this out and see how it goes. Enjoy the view. My back is decompressing. That's quite painful. It's like an inversion table or whatever they call those things. Okay, good. Okay, well, I felt it for sure. Some mission success, I guess. And you know what? It still wasn't that easy. I don't know if I've ever told any of you guys this, but I hate Fleetwood Mac. I really do.
Like, I like Landslide. It's a good song and stuff, but like, I hate Fleetwood Mac as a band for a few reasons. One, I don't like their music that much. Two, I'm pretty sure Stevie Nicks is the guy. Anyway, another set of 20. Here we go. One. I'm not gonna cry, but damn, that hurts. Alright. Alright. Finish out these leg curls. Yeah. Good thing there's this seat here. Woo! I got the Naughty Girl machine. We're gonna skip that and jump y'all straight into the pose down. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I don't know how much of a pump I'm gonna have because I don't know, I just feel real tired. Like, it wasn't a bad lift, but I didn't feel much of a pump. It was more of a burn than anything. So, I'm trying to get this camera angle good to show off some legs. Let's try that. Anyway. Back up a little bit. Get it's not looking too bad, huh? We're getting somewhere, huh? Yeah, I mean, the vascularity's coming in. Here, maybe if I jump you down here a little bit, you see what I'm talking about. But vascularity here is definitely coming in a little bit. Left leg is obviously slightly more developed. in my right leg for some reason, huh? Trying to. Yeah, I mean those are some legs. You know, I think most people would be pretty happy if their quads looked like that. It's never enough though. Never enough. Anyway, thank you guys for your continued support. I do ask that if you can give the video a share. Not necessarily using the link, that works too, but like, send it to your buddies. Show people, be like, hey, this dude's pretty big. But yeah, that's enough pandering and self-plugging. Anyway, tomorrow's Big Boy Chest Day, I think. So I'll see you then.